I'm on because Tanya made me do it. Bring this down. These need to come down. There we go. Okay. 11 of your friends are live. Invite them to go live. 11 of my friends. Okay, I invite them. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Let me Hello, Victoria Ross. Victoria, I'm cleaning my lens. I'm about to do some cooking up in here, Victoria. But I got to make sure my lenses are clean. Regina, hey girl. You came back for more. You said, I'm going to see if Bev's going to come back on and cook their beans. Girl, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Here these beans go. These are going to be the dry beans. Okay. So I don't know. Can y'all see? Yeah. I need to move this one over this way and pull this one this way. Okay, so yeah, I got two different screens I'm looking at. I got TT over here and YT over here. But I need a little bit more light on what's happening over here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, so here are these great northern beans. And what I do, I'm sure that everybody else does as well. They cut them bad fellas open like that. And then you sort them. So if there's any rocks or it's any split beans, you get rid of all of that. So I saw this one friend of mine, she had dumped the whole bag in there. Girl, she ain't sorting nothing. But I remember as a child, my mother sorting, and she would go through and pick out the ones that were brown, the ones that were split open. And then she would put them in something and rinse them off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in something and rinse them off. I'm going to put them in this colander here. So that way, I can just rinse them right out of here. So I take a little bit at a time, spread them out. The ones I see that ain't gonna make it, I push them to the side. Pour some more out just like that. Pop all the good ones in here. Figure out where the bad ones are. And put them over there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole bag because these are dry beans and they take a while to cook. So I'll cook a whole bag and then I'll use half of it and put some of it in the freezer. I just freeze the other portion of the beans that we don't use. And when Grimwood feel like he wants some beans, I pull them out of the freezer and he can have his beans. The only other way I would do these kind of beans is I buy Randalls. They come in a jar. Great Northern Beans. Randalls. Randalls. And I've done a couple of videos using those beans that come in a jar. They come organic or otherwise. And they have Randalls makes other beans as well. They don't just do Great Northern. So, like I said, I'm picking out the ones that are discolored or cracked. And the rest of them I'm throwing right here in this bowl. Actually, this colander. This is 2 pounds of beans, and for every pound of bean, so it's 32 ounces. So for 32 ounces of beans, I'm going to need to add at least 12 cups of water and do the quick soak. And so the quick soak is when you put them in the pot, after you clean them, you let them boil for 2 minutes, and then you let them sit for an hour. And then after that, you put them in the crock. Who did that? Who is that? Did I reach my goal already? Let me go over here. Look. Let me go over here and see. TikTok, see, y'all don't be playing, and it's probably Tanya. Tanya, you're supposed to be at the doctor. is probably you, or it may be somebody else. It just may be somebody else. Okay, I'm almost done here with sorting these beans. Now you can really see these now. Okay, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. All right. This was my mama all day long. She used to sort them like this. And me and my sister that's close to me, we're 13 months apart. People thought we were twins most of the time because mama dressed us that way. But we used to sit there and help mama pick through the beans. And I don't know what it was. We just thought that was so fun, finding the bad beans. Hey, here go one, mommy. Here go one. I bet if I had my grandbaby here, Lavender, she'd be doing the same thing. My granddaughter, Lavender, loves to come in the kitchen and watch me cook. What you cooking, Grandmama? What you cooking? I want to taste it. I like that, Grandmama. Can I help? This is Lavender. I said, girl, come on in here because your mama sure didn't. Jasmine was not one to... I take that back. So when she was a little girl, we had bought her this little easy bake oven, and they had these little dishes. And so she was pretending to cook one day, and she took her little plastic, little Tykes dishes, and she put them in the oven, and she put candles in them. She put them in the oven. I went to turn on the oven. I turned on the oven to preheat it, to cook something else, or to warm up something else. So when the oven got hot enough, I put what I wanted in to warm it up. And then all of a sudden, these flames started coming out the oven. And I hollered for my husband. I said, Daddy, the stove is on fire. He said, what in the world? I said, I was just warming up some food. And I said, I don't know where the fire came from. We opened the oven, looked all the way to the back of the stove. Girlfriend had her little Tykes muffin tray. She had put the candles in there, pushed it all the way back in the oven. So I didn't see it when I turned it. Honey, it was the biggest blaze. And the blaze was hard to get out because of the wax candles. And her little muffin tray was just melted onto the grate in the oven. We sitting there screaming and hollering. I think after that, she was like, I ain't want to cook no more. She didn't want to cook no more after that. And so I think that was partly my fault. After that, she kind of left the dishes and kept playing with her baby dolls. She kept playing with her baby dolls. I got to ask her if that's what drove her away. I'm going to have to ask her. I'm going to have to ask her. Now, I think I need some more light right here. And if y'all will bear with me, I'm going to have to go and get a different cord. But anyway, so I'm going to rinse these beans off over here with some cold water. We're going to rinse those. Of course, you always rinse in cold water because you don't want them to start breaking open too soon. You don't want them to start breaking open too soon. All right. Yeah, I had to get this charger right here. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit. We need some more light. Okay. All right, so pull that down like that. All right, so I'm rinsing these beans off. Rinse them real good. Then any dust or dirt that may be on them from, packaging and shipping. All right. So I think they're rinsed pretty good. Now I'm going to put them in this pot right here. Like that. And then to that 2-pound bag of beans, we're going to add like 12 cups of water. That's what I'm going to leave. And this is my ginormous measuring cup. It goes up to 8 cups. I got this from Pampered Chef decades ago. Over a decade ago, about 15 years ago. Bought it from Pampered Chef. I had a Pampered Chef party at my house. And this was one of the gifts that I got based upon, you know, all of the other orders that were taken. So, this is 8 cups. Okay, so that's 8 cups. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 4 more cups. Maybe do 4 or 5 more cups. The more water, the better. Okay. And once this comes to a boil, once these beans come to a boil, and those of you who cooked dried beans before, you already know this stuff. Once this comes to a boil, you let it boil for 2 minutes, and then you turn it off, and then you set the beans to the side and let them soak for an hour. Okay, who is this? Let me get my glasses on, because Beverly can't see. Okay, Ravine. Hello, Ravine. I wish I knew how to tell or identify a bad bean. I never thought to look for that. Oh, girl, hush. Well, here's the truth. Here's the truth. Only if the bean is like dark, or if they're split, they're not necessarily bad. But I take the split ones out, and if they got any discoloration or deformity, I remove those. And every now and then, some of these companies, you'll have rocks in there. So I sort through the beans, really because that's what I saw my mother do. She always sorted through the beans. She washed the beans, and then she put them in the pot. It's really not, it's not hard to detect a bean that's not perfect, you know. And even if you see one slip in there that's not perfect, honey, by the time they get through all that soaking and cooking and all that, it won't make no hill of beans. It won't make a difference at all. Okay, so thank you for being transparent like that, Ravine. And I need, what you said, I need a good bean recipe. Girl, you finna get it. You about to get it. Who is giving all these gifts? Okay, oh, I see what it is. Tanya, thank you, girl. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. So I've achieved my live goal. Music on stage. I need to set up a new goal. And look at that. Tanya, you're the one who gave me all of those gifts. Let me see. What can I do here? What can I do? Why don't I do some bears? Some high bears. I would do about 50 of those. Let's see what happens. Confirm. Okay, so I have set a new goal. I have pinned that goal. And there you have it. Tanya, I think you were welcome in. I knew you was coming back, running late on my appointment. Uh-oh, girl. You better get in there. Dr. Peg. All right. Glad you could join me, Dr. Peg. TT, welcome in. And okay, and Loretta, Garrett, Dan, Mary, Jersey, Juicy, Goldie, Trina Lovett, Trinette Lovett. I hope I'm saying that right. Elaine Francois, Stormy, Sandy, Amy, Bling, Raven, Marie, Marnita, Tanya Jordan, Deb Packard. Okay, I think that's everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. And get your daily heartbeat if you haven't gotten that. And thank you so much for tapping the screen and sharing that live. All right, so I'm going to add the rest of this water to this pot. All right, now I'm going to put this pot over here, y'all. And we're going to let it come to a boil. It's going to boil for 2 minutes. After it comes to a boil, it's going to boil for 2 minutes. And then we'll set it to the side, okay, for about an hour. Meanwhile, this is what we finna do. We're going to go ahead and get crack-a-lacking on this banana pudding. All right. So while that's doing that, I'm going to be on this banana pudding. Throw this away. Okay. Now I got to turn y'all back around this way. I don't know if this is better right here. I think you're better right there. And then I'll leave you right there. How's that? Is that good? Okay, good. All right, so look at this time, girl. I'm getting me some water. I got to get that water. If you haven't gotten your water in today, go get it now. Go get a bottle of water and drink it. Do you know your organs cannot function at their optimal best when you do not drink water? So I got my water. I start off with the 2 bottles. I've got lemons, limes in here, and some fresh basil. Basil is excellent for kidney health. If you've got stone, drink basil lemon water. Or you can make basil lemon tea from the lemon zest and chopped up leaves. You steep it for about 3 minutes, strain it, and drink that. And it will melt away your little kidney stones. And it won't be as painful as that medicine they give you to dissolve your kidney stones. But anyway, so get that water in. If your heart desperately needs water. I tell my husband that all the time. And baby, you tall, your circulatory system is working overtime when you don't drink no water. So, he'll fuss, but he'll go get that water and he'll drink it. When I break it all the way down for him. Okay. But yeah, so this was gifted to me for my 60th birthday from one of my subbies, Tanya Jacobs, who's on right now on TikTok. Girl, I love this. Sure way to get that water in. Now, these are my ingredients for this blow your mind banana pudding. It already get ready to boil. Go ahead on now. Okay, so I have here Silk whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, and it's dairy free. Heavy whipping cream, dairy free. All right, let me switch this camera around because mirror your video. Okay, yeah, I got to mirror the video. So, whipping cream, heavy whipping cream by Silk, non-dairy. I bought it at Meijer, so I've got that. Or did I get it at Meijer or Kroger, one of them stores? I've got a package of Jell-O banana cream pudding mix. I've got True Goodness, and this is from Meijer, True Goodness, organic vanilla wafer cookies, and it does not have any milk in it. So this is my non-dairy recipe for banana pudding. And then I have California Farms organic sweetened condensed milk. Now I think I take that back. Okay, so this has organic milk, but it's called California Farms. It's sweetened organic condensed milk. So I'm using that. All right, so these 4 things. And of course, along with that, you're going to have your bananas. So my bananas are slightly green. They're just about to get yellow. But I kind of like them like that because, you don't want them to get brown so soon. And then I may just sprinkle a little bit, toss them around in some lemon juice so that they don't yellow quite as fast. Okay. All right, so I'm not done with the bean recipe, Regina, but while that's coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and start on this banana pudding recipe. So the first thing I've got to do is whip up this whipping cream. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. No, I take that back. That's not the first thing I'm going to do. The first thing I need is 1.5 cups of cold water, this sweetened condensed milk, and this Jello pudding mix mixed into a bowl. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this bowl right here. We're going to get some cold water. 1.5 cups. 1.5 cups of cold water. 1.5 cups. Here we go. Here we go. Make sure it's cold. 1. Is it coming? Is this 3.5? Yeah. Yeah, make sure there's 1.5 cups of cold water. Okay. It's boiling. Is it boiling? It has to come to a complete boil. I need to come to a complete boil, a rolling boil. Then let it do it for 2 minutes and then take it off the heat and let the beans set for an hour. Okay, so I've got here 1.5 cups, which is literally 12 ounces of cold water right here. We're going to go ahead and put that in here like that. To that, we're going to add this sweetened condensed milk, organic sweetened condensed milk. Okay. I got too many gadgets over here. All right. All right, here we go with this delicious sweetened condensed milk. Go ahead and add that to this water. Like that. Make sure I get it all. All right, stir that up. All right, and I need to get a whisk here. All right, then I've got your small package of Jello banana pudding mix. Gonna add that to this, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge so it can begin to set. This is such an easy banana pudding and so delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's a little bit off of our beaten path, but we stay on the beaten path so much. Every now and then we'll get something that we really like. But for the most part, we eat things that are beneficial for our bodies and our blood types. My husband's blood type A, I'm blood type O. There are a lot of foods that we both can eat, and there are a lot of foods that only he can eat and that only I can eat. I mean, I'm not saying we can't eat them. There are foods that are more beneficial for him than they are for me, and there are foods that are more beneficial for me than they are for him. And then there are those foods where we meet in the middle, where they're beneficial for both of us. So, either way, we do guard what we eat very carefully, and we're very blessed because of it, and grateful to God that we know better, so we do better. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge like that. So so that can begin to chill. And then we're going to do this whipping cream. We're going to do the whipping cream. This over here. I need a mixing bowl. Let's see here. The one mixing bowl I would use is in the refrigerator holding watermelon. So I've got to use this ginormous one. But any of you who know about whipping cream, you know what you got to do. You got to whip it until it peaks. You just keep whipping it until it peaks. Till you get the little peaks on it, okay? I gotta get my... Gotta get these right here. Not boiling just yet, but it's getting there. I'm talking about the beans. Okay. I'm gonna plug this up. Well, let's see which plug I'm gonna use. One behind me, and the one in front of me. Probably one behind me is best. All right, so I'm gonna take this 16 full ounces, call it a pint of this whipping cream. Shake it up a little bit. Pour it in here, and I'm going to mix it until it gets nice and stiff. Okay. Just like this. And once it gets nice and stiff, and once the other mixture chills, then we're going to fold them together. It's whipping. Now your non-dairy whipping creams are going to take a little bit longer to whip. But it's getting there. These have not quite come to a boil. So we're waiting. Now I'll show you a little bit how it's looking now. So you see how it's kind of like a whipped cream right now? So it's already getting a little stiff, but I need it to get a little more stiffer. So I'm going to keep whipping it until it's as stiff and as stiff as it can be. That's going to make the mixture. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, it's getting pretty stiff. I need those beans to come to a boil. It's not a rolling boil yet. Okay, let's see. Is it boiling? All right. So you see how it's stiffened up? See that? going to push it together. Make sure I'm getting all of it. Then I'm going to whip it again to make sure I've whipped all the cream. Because this bowl is very large. It's my large mixing bowl. But you see how it's stiff and whipped up like that? So now that I brought it all back together, I'm going to see if I can whip it just a little bit more. Make it nice and stiff. Now that's nice and stiff. Okay? See how that's sticking to that bowl like that? That's nice and stiff. Alright, so it's boiling. I think we need about, what, 1 more minute? Timer. And then we're going to take them off and let them sit. They are actually boiling now. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put, what dish I'm going to use for my banana party. I think I'm gonna use this dish, this Pyrex dish for the banana pudding. Yeah, I'll use this one. I will use that one. I just want to I haven't pulled this out in a while. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna move this over here. Turn this off. And let those sit for an hour. Yep. Okay, and it might not be totally an hour, but we're gonna let it sit. Okay, let me dry this. Pyrex dish. Okay, so what I typically do is I pour all the cookies into one bowl so I can see them all. And the ones that are not so round go on the bottom. The perfect ones I put on the top as I layer the cookies. So I'm going to hang on to this because I may have some left to put back in the box. But once again, this is True Goodness vanilla wafers, organic, and made with wheat flour, sweetened cane sugar, no added milk. Okay. Not that that really matters because that sweetened condensed milk is made from dairy. It's just organic dairy milk. I thought I was grabbing something else, but whatever. I'm still gonna make it. Yes, I am. Okay, so all of y'all know how we do banana pudding, right? We put those first cookies on the bottom. Like I said, the not so perfect ones are the ones I put on the bottom. In a minute, I'm going to go in the refrigerator and see if that mixture is ready for me to blend in with this. And we're going to... So yeah, the ones that are kind of chipped. And these almost look homemade. These organic ones. And they taste amazing. Yes, Beverly have already eaten some. And I think Reverend Woodard may have snuck in here and grabbed a couple of them. But he knew what I was going to do with him, so he didn't go all in. He just took a couple of them. He didn't take a whole lot. Okay, so all these are pretty much together. Only a few of them were kind of chipped. But I'm going to layer the bottom of this Pyrex dish with some cookies. And then we'll do another layer. And if they overlap, I'm okay with that. Because you gotta have that. You gotta have that cookie layer. Okay, so that's the first layer of cookies. Let's check on this mixture. And look at that. Y'all see that? It's nice and firm. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fold this. I have to get me a new spatula. We're going to fold this mixture into this whipping cream that's been whipped into this mixture. When I say fold, you're not going to sit there and stir it. You're going to fold it. You don't want to whip it up like you're making cornbread, which I really am going to be making here. I got to make some cornbread for Dr. Woodard. Okay, so when I say fold, you go underneath and you come over. You go underneath and you come over. Underneath, come over. This is folding. So I'm folding the cream into the pudding mix with the sweetened condensed milk, the water, the whipping cream, and the pudding mix. And I'm folding it. And I just keep folding it until it's well blended. Till you get that light color yellow. Okay? So you see? Just like that. That light colored yellow. And I see that that color is light and yellow. Make sure I don't see any streaks of white, which means that I haven't completely mixed in the whipping cream. But there you have it. I think it's thoroughly mixed. I'm scraping the sides and the bottom, making sure that it's nice and folded. I wish you could smell the vanilla. Okay, so here's the mixture. Now what I'm going to do is we just gonna layer it like we always do. We're going to layer it. So I need to get me a I'll use this right here. I gotta taste it, y'all, so yes indeed. Yes indeed. Okay. I'm just going to pour this right over those cookies. I really should have put some bananas before I did this first. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to add some bananas right now. So and here we go with the bananas. Gonna add some more cookies. Some more of this delicious stuff. All right. One more banana. So I I don't know how many bananas y'all add, but I'll do about 2 bananas for a 8x8 pan. And that's it. I don't like a lot of bananas, just a few. Just a few. And I don't ever use bananas that are fully ripe. I like to use the ones that are Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some more of this over that. And then we'll add the, what I do with my spatula, y'all. Here, I threw it in the sink. I need to wash it off. Okay, so I'm going to pour the rest of this mixture onto this pudding top. I'm just going to spread it all around like that. Like that. Yes, indeed. Okay, and then we're going to put the cookies on top. And I'm going to let it sit because I like it when the cookies get just soggy soft. I don't like crunchy cookies in my banana. This is why I'm making it early so it can sit. Trying to pull out the perfect ones. These are almost like homemade because they're not all the same size, y'all. And they taste like my grandmother's sugar cookies that were like a little crunchy and a little brown. Okay, now let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Put one on the side over here, one on the side over here, one over here, one over here, one over here. Uh-oh, I broke it. Yes! These vanilla wafers taste better than them other ones. Nila, Nabisco. They cost a little bit more too, but so look at that. Y'all, I can't wait till this set. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to take a piece of parchment and put over this like that. And then we're going to do the foil. And we're going to set this in the refrigerator so it can set. Uh-oh. I got too much up in here. Okay. There we go. All right, I was gonna try and make y'all, this is good. Let me show you what I'm about to do. I'm gonna take the crumbs from these cookies, put it in this little cup I was scooping with. Uh-oh. And yeah. Okay. I still got some stuff left in here. We're not gonna leave no stone left unturned. We're not gonna leave nothing for the dishwasher or for the soap. Okay, put this over here. Now, I got these banana peels. If I was in the bathroom, I'd do a demonstration for you. I use a banana almost every day because of my smoothies. And I usually take the banana peel to the bathroom with me. These little strings, you really should be eating those too when you eat your banana. They have a lot of nutritional value in them. In fact, the peel does. But you take this peel. You take this peel and you use it just like a washcloth. You take this peel and rub it all over your face, in the crevices of your face, underneath your chin. Just rub it all over your face. And then you take another little piece and rub it over your teeth. Over your teeth. It gets the bacteria in between your teeth and underneath your gums. Rub it. So I usually do that. Then I brush my teeth with my regular toothpaste. After I let that banana sit there on those teeth. And then I wash my face with warm water. I rinse my face with warm water after letting the banana sit on my face. And then I rinse my face with cold water. The warm water opens up your pores. Warm and hot water opens up your pores so that you can clean the underneath the skin, really, get in the pores. But once you've put hot water on your face, then you need to rinse it with cold water to close your pores back up so that the makeup and all the other stuff doesn't get down in those pores. So after you deep clean your face with warm and hot water, then you rinse it with cold water. There are times that I have gotten ice out of the refrigerator, put it in the sink, and rinse my face with ice cold water. Your skin snaps back just like that. When you rinse your face in ice cold water, honey, ain't not a pore open. And you can tell when your skin is porous because, if you do like an up close photograph, you see the pores in your skin. So you have to, the way you can guard against that is clean your face with the banana, rinse it with warm water, but then rinse it with that ice cold water. Skin snap right back. Snap right back just like that. So all the other creams and stuff y'all use is save your money, save your money, save your money. So yeah, so if you see me, I'm hanging on to these peels. I'm going to set them over here. Also, if you soak banana peels in water overnight in the refrigerator and water your plants with it, your plants will they will shine like stars. Okay, the potassium in that banana peel soaked in water overnight, and then you pour it on your plants. It's amazing what it does to your plants. Now, y'all probably say, she don't know what she's talking about. Google it. You probably sitting on your phone right now. Go ahead and Google it. How banana peels help your gums, your face, and your plants. Y'all, that banana pudding gonna be slamming. Right, we're gonna tear that up. He gonna tear it up. Okay. All right, let me move all this stuff out the way. Because the next thing I need to do is make that cornbread. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Oh, wait a minute. I can't make him that cornbread, y'all. You know why? And you know, he's probably going to be very angry with himself. Well, I can't make it right now. I'm going to have to go to the store and get the cornmeal. Because... let's see here. Nope. Nope. Got that. Got that. That. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, let me tell you what happens when you're married to a science teacher. All these demonstrations and these science projects they be trying to do, they use a lot of stuff that's, you know, people find in their kitchen. So he took my cornmeal. And of course, you got so many classes, so many kids, you can go through a thing of cornmeal. He took my cornmeal, and this is what he left me with. This is all the cornmeal I got left. Honey, that ain't finna make nothing. I can't make no cornbread. I need at least 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal. This ain't even a half a cup. So, I'm gonna have to go to the store and go get some cornmeal. I got time. But I have to go to the store and get some cornmeal, and then I'll have to come back and make that cornbread. And by that time, the beans will be ready to be put in the pot. But for the recipe. So, Regina, you were asking for the recipe. So, what I'm going to do with these beans, once they've soaked for an hour, and they got maybe like 30 more minutes to soak. Once they've soaked, I will sweat vegetables and put in the beans. So, I'll have celery. Parsley. Garlic. And where's my white onions? I think my white onion is still in the fridge. Yeah. I need to go to the store and get some more white onion. This ain't gonna be enough. But this is a little bit of white onion, but I need more white onion in there. I thought I had some onions. So I gotta go to the store and get some onions and some cornmeal. Imagine that. Now, this is how I do my garlic so that I can peel it easily. I'm gonna crack it open, pull the toes apart, and I just soak the toes in warm water, and the peel comes right off of that garlic. You just break it up and soak it in water. Soak it in warm water and the peel will come right off of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let those soak. And then we got our celery. Oh, did I reach my other goal? Tanya, is that you? Oh my goodness. Hi, Annetta Milton and Joke Van Ree and Lady Cobra. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me over here on my YouTube channel. I'm also over on TikTok as Fabulously Functional. So if you hear like live things going on over here, that are not going on over here, it's because I'm living on two different devices. So Tanya, what did you do, girl? What did you do? Okay. I've reached my goal. I gotta set. No, Dot, that was you, girl. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm getting lazy now. I'm finna pin this goal. You can pick any gifts you want to send me, but I'm just gonna pick this one thing right here. But listen, Dot and Tanya, thank you so much for helping me reach those goals. You guys are amazing. I truly thank God for you. Okay. Regina, you still with me, girl? You still want this good bean soup recipe? I got you, girl. I'm trying to see if I see anybody else on here that I did not recognize. Dr. Peg. Okay, I think you're still on. What you say? You couldn't help yourself. Girl, I love you. Okay. I'm finna, was Leslie on here? I thought I saw Leslie. I thought I saw Leslie Ford. She may have went over to YouTube. She may have. I saw a message. Let me go check. Where's the message? What you said, road trip. Speaking of road trip, I'm getting ready to go to Tennessee in October to speak for Women's Day at a church. And that will be right after Dr. Woodard's fall break. I'll be going. What you say? I'm pulling up now. Yes, it's on YT. It's on YT, Tanya. I am live on YT too. So if you want to go back and watch, if you're not able to get all of the live over here on TT, then you can go to the YT and you can get the entire live. So, I do onion, celery. I may do a couple stalks of celery. Yeah, by the time I cut off the excess. I'm going to definitely have to get me some more onion. And I'm letting that, celery. No, I'm letting that garlic soak. So I'm going to cut off this portion of the celery. Uh-oh. Fly away celery. Now I really could keep these portions of the celery, clean them off, and save them for making my own vegetable stock. I could do that. I could, in fact, I think I will. Let me get this back over here. Put it over here in the sink. I'm going to turn this camera this way just a little bit so that y'all can still see me while I'm over here as well. Okay, now I got the light in your face. I'm going to have to back this up. I'm going to have to back that up. There we go. So, we're going to rinse off this celery. Gotta move all this other stuff out the way. Put it to my dish towel. What did I do with my dish towel? Here it is. Wash some of these bowls out. Get them out the way. I can get to my sink for the dishes. Okay, so there's that. That bowl. this bowl. And now this bowl. Now I can wash my celery. Okay. Put that over there. Rinse off these little pieces that I don't want and use them to make some stock. Put those in here. Turn this way. Turn this back this way. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to make some stock. I'll go ahead and put some water in here. With the celery. Put it back there. All right, then we got good old parsley. Some parsley. And I need to rinse it off as well. And then I'm gonna have to spin it. I gotta give me another salad spinner, y'all. Because the other one I done broke the handle. It still spins, but I need to get me another spinner. Probably end up going over here to I'll go over to Burlington. They have some nice salad spinners. This one still works, but I broke the handle off of it. So the top of the handle broke, but it still spins. All right. So there's my parsley. I still got some pieces in here. That can go in the pot for the stock. And that's what I do with the stems too. So I'm going to put stems over here in the hot water with the celery tips. And that's all going to make a very good stock. I'm going to keep the leaves and let go of the stems. My parsley got a little limp here. I'm not sure why. But it still doesn't mean I can't use it. It's finna get limp anyway. As soon as I put it in this oil and saute it just a little bit. Keep my leaves, stems put over here. Like that. That in there. All right, turn that pot on in the back. Some of these are like really These can go in there too. I think all the rest of this can go in the pot to make the stock. So to that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to that water for that stock, like this. Let those veggies boil. Now I literally could throw some of this, I got a little red onion. I'll throw some of that in there too. It's a vegetable stock, so I can throw that in there too. Red onion, throw that in there. I can also throw a carrot in there. All these things make a wonderful stock. Carrots, onions, celery. Make a great stock that way. So I'm going to go ahead and add a whole carrot in there too. Now I'll let that boil and I'll strain that and use it to pour into my beans to kind of liquefy them. Now, right now, I need to sweat these vegetables. So I got my celery here. I have to get me some more onion. Or you know what I could do? Instead of getting more onion, this is what you can do. This is a quick hack, Regina. If you don't have any more onion, you don't got a little bit of onion, this is what I do. Get you a pack of onion soup. When you put all your beans in there with the water and everything, pour this in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an onion soup mix. Traditional onion soup mix. But the first thing I'm going to do is sweat these vegetables. Like that. Sweat the vegetables. So I've got my celery. I'm trying to make it as thin as possible. That way it won't take forever to cook. Okay. I truly think that's enough celery. It's maybe too much parsley. If I have like a tablespoon or two of parsley, that's good. So let's see. I probably got about 4 tablespoons of parsley here. That's okay. I will stick it in the fridge and use it to cook something else with. Oh, I'll take it back to my daughter's house because they want some more of that tuna salad I made for them. I think I did that live. I made this tuna salad. Honey, they want some more of that. And I don't think my daughter has parsley. I don't think she has celery either, so I need to take that celery and some of this parsley with me. She got onion. She got red onion. And she got onion too. I should have. Well, if I'd have known I was out of onion, I really didn't realize I was this low on onion. I'm just doing a coarse chop. doesn't have to be fine, but it does have to be chopped. I think this will be enough fresh onion with the lifted onion soup mix and to put in the beans. Okay. We're going to sweat these. And then we're going to take about half of this parsley, put it there as well. Let that sweat for a little bit. Put this lid on there so they can sweat. I don't want to brown them, I just want to sweat them. So while those are sweating, we're going to get a few toes of this garlic. They've soaked a little while. So I take that little hard tip off the bottom, and then watch. This skin just, when you soak it in water, the skin just comes right off. See, it done came off and I don't even know all of it's off. Look at that. It just fall off. It's already off. Must have fell in the water. Okay. So like this right here. I'll get up close. You see when you soak it in water? Look at that skin. Watch your skin. Watch your skin. Watch. Comes right off. Comes right off. Okay, that was pretty much on the YouTube side. So that hard tip on the bottom there, I cut that off. And then it just slides right out of the skin when you soak it in water. Look at that. I pulled it right out. Okay? All right, so that's what I do. I got 3 very large toes of garlic. And I think that'll do it. I put the garlic in last because you don't want to burn your garlic. And so you don't want it to be in there as long as the celery and the onion or even the parsley. So I'm going to slice these in half. And I'm going to smash them all just a little bit to break open the flavor before I put them in the. And there may be like little chunks in there, but that's okay. He'll still do what he need to do. Okay. So those are ready. And we'll put those in a little bowl. Put those in there. I'm going to add the rest of this parsley in here. Oh, the vegetable stock is doing well. Put that in there. And then take these and put these in here. These will be extras. I'll probably take more celery with me to my daughters. All right, and we'll pull these out of here. I might as well go and peel the rest of them. Put these in a little baggie too, even if I'm not going to use them all. But look, that skin is just coming right off, y'all. All you do is soak it in warm water. The skin comes right off of that garlic. Easy peasy. These tinier ones got attitude. Okay. All right. So that's that. I'll get rid of all this other stuff. So the stock is coming along. The celery is becoming translucent. We need that to happen. We've got our garlic. We've got our our Lipton onion soup. Better than bouillon. This is made with seasoned roasted garlic. So this is a bouillon base that's vegan, no meat in it whatsoever. Okay, not that you know you can't have meat. I can have meat. But my husband, meat is not beneficial for him. So when I do my beans, they're not going to have any meat product in it. Okay, so there's those little pieces of garlic. I need, the other thing I put in my beans is liquid smoke. Regina, so liquid smoke, better than bouillon. If you don't have enough onions, Lipton onion soup, and then that will also cut back on the amount of salt you need. If you do a Lipton onion soup packet, you're not going to need as much salt. Okay? You're not going to need as much salt because those onion soup packets do have salt in them. They do have salt. Okay. Turn this down just a little bit. All right, now I think I will throw the garlic in here now. And I think our beans have soaked long enough. All I'm gonna do is put them in the crock pot, walk away, and by the evening time, after Reverend Woodard get done with Bible study, these will be perfect. So they have expanded. You can see that they have expanded after soaking. And what I'm gonna do is rinse them off and add new water to them. You're gonna rinse off the soaking water. Don't ever use the soaking. If you soaked your beans, do not use the soaking water to cook them in. Drain that off, rinse them, and put new water. Okay? All right. So here we go. And you can see how they've expanded, and they are beautiful. Look at that. They've expanded. And they're beautiful. They've expanded, but they're not cooked yet. They're not cooked just yet. So, but they are beautiful. And they have expanded in the hot water. They're kind of tender, but not all the way. Okay. So, I have here my crock pot. My trusty black crock pot. And what I'm going to do is pour all these beans right in there. Just like that. And now that these vegetables have been sweat, okay, I'm going to take these sweat vegetables. They are translucent. So I've opened up the flavor in them. You always put that garlic in there last because you don't want to burn it. Okay, and then I'm going to add the fresh vegetables to this to these beans that have expanded and soaked for about an hour. Turn both of those off. I'm going to add some liquid smoke, maybe about 2 teaspoons. Boop, boop. Like that. I'm going to add the onion soup mix. Go ahead and sprinkle that in there. Just like that. Going to add this vegetable stock. It has just a little bit of salt in it. You can see this vegetable stock from the celery, the onion, the carrot, and the parsley. I'm going to strain it. I'm going to pour all that right in there, just like that. And all these beautiful, look at all these beautiful vegetables that made that beautiful vegetable stock. Look at that. So don't be throwing away your stems and the parts you don't want. Wash them off, keep them, and make you a vegetable stock. All right, we're also going to add some of this Better Than Bouillon. But what I'm going to do is mix it in some water. So I'll do about a tablespoon of that because it also has salt, so I don't want a whole lot. But I'm going to do about a tablespoon of the Better Than Bouillon. Mix it with some water, stir it up. I think I have liquefied it. Yummy. I'm going to pour that in there. And then we're going to add a lot more water. And add some more water. So, this is everything that's in there now, okay? I'm going to keep adding. We're going to definitely need some more water. If I had a box of vegetable stock, I would use that, but because I've got the lemon soup, not the lemon soup, because I've got the onion soup mix, if I add water, that serves as my stock, if you will. I think just a little bit more. Okay. Now, Dr. Woodard likes a little sweetening in his beans, so I add pure maple syrup. I add a little pure maple syrup. Sweeten them up just a little bit. He likes that. I like it too. And then I'm going to add some extra seasoning. Let's see. We got some Italian seasoning. Put some of that in there. I'm going to go ahead and add even some garlic powder, even though I've got garlic in there. And do I have any cumin? Oh, I don't have any cumin, so that's the end of that. I like to add a little bit of soy sauce. I could do more than a tablespoon. All right, now I'm going to stir this up. Stir it like that. This is going to be, I wish y'all could smell this. It already smells good. And we even started. So these beans are going to expand more. They're going to get more juice to them. I'm going to taste the juice, and that'll tell me if all my spices are right. So, honey, yes. Yes, indeed. I think I will add just a little bit more. I mean, it's good, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the Better Than Bouillon. And I'll just put it in there like that. Just like that. And we'll stir it up. Then we are ready to put this thing on low. Actually, I'm gonna put it on. I'll probably put it on high. And when Reverend Woodard get home, he can turn it down. I'll just call him. I know he's gonna smell them and look at them anyway, and he's able to tell whether he needs to turn them down or leave them be. So I'm gonna put them on high because I truly want them to be done by the time he gets home. So if he wants to eat before Bible study, he can do that, or if he wants to wait till he's done, he can also do that. But I gotta go to the store and get some cornmeal because Brother Man ain't gonna have no cornbread. Okay, so I'm gonna put it over here in this, in my little crock pot container. I have 2 of these from when I was catering. I was doing a lot more catering, and so I had 2 of these. But now that I'm not catering, I don't use it half as much as I used to. So I'm going to set this right in here, like that. And we're going to plug it up. I'm going to plug it up over here, where I don't have nothing. There we go. Gotta put the lid on it. I had to wash that lid off because it's been sitting in the closet so long it had dust on it. So I had to wash the lid off. Yeah. I must have let somebody borrow my stuff. Okay, I'm gonna plug it up. I'm gonna put it all the way over here on high. And there we have it. So, Virginia, I hope you wrote all that down and you saw all that. What type of beans? Hello, Lady Cobra. Great Northern. Those are Great Northern beans. And they started off dry. I picked them, washed them, gave them that 1 hour soak after you let them boil for a couple of minutes. And then I put them in the crock pot with some sweet vegetables, some celery, some parsley, some onion, celery, parsley, onion, yeah, and garlic, fresh garlic. Then I put a packet of of onion soup in there, some Better Than bouillon base, a couple tablespoons of that. And some homemade vegetable broth. Put all that in there, and then I put it in the crock pot, and it's gonna cook all the while I'm gone till my husband get here. And they probably won't be ready until really after, either right before Bible study or right after Bible study, which is 7:30. So, but I love cooking them in the crock pot because they're just so tender and they make the most amazing bean soup. I mean, you really could add like some
kale to those Great Northern beans. You could add kale, and you could add some sweet kale and some sweet carrots to that, and it just would be an amazing Great Northern bean soup. It truly would. Hello, Speak Live, and Juanita Murphy, and Shine, Roll the Shine. Michelle Bardi, Loretta Blaylock. Hi, Loretta. Oh, my Lord. D. Edward Daily Pay. All right, now. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. Did you get your daily heart mean? Because if you got that daily heart mean, you share the live. That's 45 plus 25 more TikTok points. And if you put 5 words in the chat, which I saw that you did, I believe you did, then that's 25 more TikTok points. Oh my goodness, look at, oh, good. Okay. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about, engagement today. So before I did the beans, I made some banana pudding. I don't know who all were on here at the beginning, but I made a banana pudding. And honey, it's in the refrigerator, and my husband is going to love me extra, extra, extra more. Because he loves banana pudding, and that banana pudding is saying something. It's saying something. And it was such a simple recipe. I did it so quick. I used organic vanilla wafer cookies that taste like homemade, not like your Nila wafers. Nila wafers have their distinct taste, but these taste more like homemade. And they look more like homemade because they vary in sizes, but they have that light crisp to them. I'm telling you what, that banana pudding is finna say something. I may come back on live so y'all can see me dig into that banana pudding. Watch me eat it. I may let y'all watch me eat it. Anybody on here, if you've not gotten your water for today, your organs are very upset with you. Your organs are very upset with you, especially that heart. Very upset with you. You want to get dementia and Alzheimer's and all that? Just stop drinking water. Don't drink no more water. And don't drink no more. Don't drink no more if you don't. But you need to exercise your mind, exercise your body, get some sunlight, and drink water. How much water should I drink, Lady Bev? How much water should I drink for average functional life? I'm so glad you asked. I will tell you. So you take half your body weight, and I'm not going to ask you what that is because that's your business. Take half your body weight. Half your body weight. So if you weigh 100 pounds, okay, you take 50. 50 ounces of water is what you need. So half your body weight, you need to drink that much water in ounces every day. Your organs will thank you. I think 80% of our body is water. So when you're not drinking water, you truly are doing yourself a disservice. Okay, so, I mean, you ain't got to be rich to drink no water. Just drink the water. Just drink it. Drink the water. You go get your case up for $3.49 over at Meyer. Get some water. Get some water. And put some, put lemon. I put lemon and lime, and I also put fresh basil in my water. Why fresh basil? Because fresh basil is great for kidney health. So I don't put a lot, I just, a few leaves. Let's see. I just put a few leaves. Fresh basil. I got some nice size leaves, so I'll do about maybe 4 or 5 of these. Those are the smaller ones, but if they're bigger leaves, I may do like a whole sprig like this in this much water. This is a lot of water. Or if you're a tea drinker, you can chop up a few basil leaves, zest a lemon, put it in a pot of, about 2 cups of water. Let the water come to a boil. Put the lemon zest and the fresh basil in there. Take it off the fire. put it in the water, let it steep for 3 minutes, then strain it and drink it. If you deal with kidney issues, or you've got urinary tract infection, or you got a kidney stone that you're trying to dissolve so that you can pass it without all the pain that goes with it, lemon basil tea. If you don't believe me, Google it. Google it, honey. Google it. And I'm not talking about something I heard. I'm talking about what I know. I've had pyelonephritis. That's when you've got the kidney infection. Okay, this cleared it up. Then I had a kidney stone. I passed one, and they gave me this medicine so I could pass another one. And I was like, I don't know if I want to pass another one. I don't know if I want to do that again. So I never took the medicine, and I Googled, what's, natural medicine for kidney stones. And I've looked that up, and that's how I found out about this basil lemon tea. And that basil lemon tea, I never felt that stone pass, but I never had any more pain. So I'm just thinking that second one just got dissolved and went away. And that's what you want. You want it to dissolve, honey. There ain't no joke trying to pass a stone. Woo! That's some pain right there. Serious back pain. You just think somebody just hit you in the back. But anyway, so get your water in, however you want to get it in. And I don't use just any old kind of lime. I use key limes. That's the limes that have seeds in them, and they're about this big. Okay, those are not genetically modified limes. Those are real limes. Okay, all right, it's telling me I'm low on battery. So if I'm low on battery, that means I got to go. Okay? There's a reason your battery run out, because it's time to go. Okay, so I'm headed to the store. I'm going to get me some cornmeal. I think I'm going to grab me an onion and come back here and make this man his cornbread. And then I got to head back over to the other side of town, to Brownsburg, to see about we'll get things together for my grandbabies when they get home. We'll get their dinner, get them from school, and just do my grandma, what grandmas do. And just wait for all the hugs and the kisses, and they be pulling their little folders out the bag. Look, grandmama, look what I did. Look what we did today. They can't even get into the door good. I said, okay, put your backpacks over there on the table, back on your back of your chair. Go wash your hands. Come on back in here, and then y'all can talk to me while I give you a snack. I said, let's do that first. Okay, grandmama. Okay, grandmama. Okay, and then they all try to get to the bathroom one time. Then they fight. I was here first. I said, now listen here. I'm gonna pick who goes first, second, third, and fourth. We're not finna fight over washing hands. I said, one of y'all come in here in the kitchen and wash your hands. I don't care. But we're not finna fight over that. But anyway, I thank you all for joining me. I love you with all my heart and a piece of my liver too. And if the Lord says the same, I'll catch you on the next slide. Don't know what I'll be talking about, but I'll catch you. Amen. Amen. God bless. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.